My beloved Silfanafa, may bless you. Just now in Sun News, I was seeing the subtitles stating that further 11 or 12 more fishermen have been imprisoned, taken over by the Sri Lankan naval forces for having they breached the line of actual control on the coast, on the ocean. Previously, yesterday, I think they have taken under their custody around 58 fishermen from Tamil Nadu, and earlier they have taken possession already few more fishermen. So this is highly condemnable. The government of Tamil Nadu, in coalition with the government of India, should try to immediately release them and bring back to our country. Moreover, that they have also sprayed sanitizers on the fishermen who have been caught yesterday. It's highly condemnable. It's against human rights. This was already done in Andhra Pradesh also during the first wave of Corona, and it was criticized by the human rights people, and it was stopped by the government of India. Now it has been practiced on our Tamil people who have been imprisoned by the Sri Lankan forces. For the past 10 to 20 years, I think we have been struggling by the Sri Lankan forces activities on our fishermen. Previously, also I talked, there should be transponders. Nowadays, even to give them signal that they are crossing the international boundary between India and Sri Lanka, so that they can contain their fishing work within our country's waters. But I think they may be having that. But now the GPS is there in everyone's cell phone. The GPS is there. The government of India should ascertain that all the fishermen who are doing the fishing work in the ocean should have some GPS equipment, or their cell phones should be so activated with the certain apps that they should be warned when they are nearing the international boundaries, so that they can contain their fishing work within our Indian boundaries. And at the same time, if the Sri Lankan forces enter into our waters and capture our people, that should not be simply left. Therefore, I think this is an aggressive activity of Sri Lankan forces. I don't think that our people have violated anything. Sri Lanka has started doing this practice for the past 10 to 20 years. Already Sri Lanka has done very heavy human losses to the Tamil community who are living in Sri Lanka, and it has violated the international human rights laws and all. It has been heavily humiliated Tamil community in Sri Lanka. There are evidences for that. For example, Isai Arasya is something that one big famous reporter, I think press reporter, she has been denuded, and she was gang raped and killed, and her body was thrown away in open place. So such a brutal activities the Sri Lankan government has done to Tamils. Tamils are the community of one of the states in India, that is Tamil Nadu. Therefore, the government of India's stand should be friendly with Tamil people in Sri Lanka also. And therefore, even the Sri Lankan government's affinity with India and India's affinity with the Sri Lankan government gone to that level that the Indian peacekeeping force has helped the Sri Lankan army rather than it has helped humiliating the Indians, Tamilians, not Indians, Tamilians in Sri Lanka. Because of that only, the assassination of Sri Rajiv Gandhi occurred in the year 1991. Therefore, I request the Indian government to feel that the sufferings of Tamils in Sri Lanka also, the feelings of sufferings of Tamils in India. Though they are living in Sri Lanka, their soul is with India. So our soul is also with Sri Lankan Tamils. Therefore, proper justice should be brought about in an international forum, especially against the Sri Lankan government, very especially the brothers of Rajapakse and Gotabaya Rajapakse, Mahendra Rajapakse and Gotabaya Rajapakse. They are the kind of beasts in human form. We have done uncountable human rights violations and murders of Tamils in Sri Lanka. Therefore, they should be brought to book and they should be punished. To me, up to me, I can say that they should be hanged to death as soon as possible. For that, the Indian government should try. Otherwise, there is no meaning in keeping India as a country, a union of states. One state's brotherhood is with another country, and that country is suppressing the brothers of this country's state. Therefore, the India should feel it as a hostile country. As you are feeling unnecessarily feeling Pakistan as a hostile country, unnecessarily feeling China as a hostile country. Actually, you should feel Sri Lanka should be as a hostile country, and we have to maintain our boundary with our national defense, naval defense across along our international waters, so that the Sri Lankan forces should not enter into our waters and capture our Tamil fishermen. These things should be ascertained by the government of India, and these things should be pressed by Sri Shalin, the government, Tamil Nadu government CM also. So I request all the MPs to press for this. Let us have our naval forces standing in along the international waters between India and Sri Lanka, so that our fishermen may not go across the border, and their forces should not, Sri Lankan forces should not cross the borders and enter into Indian waters and capture our people. This thing should be ascertained by Indian government. I request. Shiv Om.